Welcome everybody to Big J's world. My name is Big J. Here I have Miss Holly. So, Miss Holly, what brought you into this whole BookTok world?
Yeah, so I fell back in love with reading last year after reading Sarah J. Maas's books, and I have just been obsessed since. Dove headfirst into romantasy. That's probably my favorite genre. And yeah, I just started posting last year to start making friends, and it just took off. And I'm so humbled and blessed by all the friends I have on my account.
All right, cool. So, you said the first book you read was Fly by Sarah J. Maas. Was it the Akatar series or was it
Yeah,
something else? Yeah.
yeah.
So, what made you fall in love with that series?
Yeah.
Oh,
So I guess like growing up in high school, I did some fantasy related books. So like I really liked the Narnia books. And I also really liked romance books, but I'd never read like a romantasy book until Sarah. And my friend recommended her to me. And I was kind of in the mindset of like, I don't know, I'm just not much of a reader anymore. But I humored her and I tried it out just to say I did. And I fell in love. I love the world building. I love the all the different characters and the character developments in that series and the way that Sarah's writing just hooks you and sucks you in.
all right. I've tried reading Akatar and I it took me a while to finish the first book.
Not your cup of tea.
Um, no, not really. Like, I have a coworker who reads fantasy. She loves the whole world building and stuff. And
Uh-huh.
she told me you should read Akatar. If you like Fourth Wing, you should read Akatar. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a try. I barely made it through the first chapter, and I kid you not when I say this, I took the book, closed it, and chuck it underneath my mattress.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. When I went back to work, my coworker said, "Did you read the book?" And I told her I read the first chapter and threw it under my bed, and it's just gathering dust.
Oh my
She was
gosh.
highly offended. She said, "You better go underneath your mattress, pick up that book, and finish it." I'm like, "Fine, fine." So I go pick up the book, finished it. I finished it. And she said, "Now you have to read book two." I'm like, "Let's take it easy for a little bit, all right?" Still, still, you still waiting for me to read book two? I'm like,
It's so
probably,
funny.
I probably won't do it immediately, but eventually I'll read book two. I've
So
been
did
reading
you?
other stuff. I did not yet. They told me book, they told me book two would get better.
Does. Yeah, book one really sets up the universe and
Oh,
you don't really get into the good plot until book two.
yeah, that's probably why. Because you love fantasy, you love romantasy. That's your cup of tea,
Sure.
like the whole world building and
Yeah.
everything. And I am happy for you that you love that. I could care less about
Yeah.
world building.
I
Give me
actually
the
got my Akatar shirt on. I didn't even
right,
realize it.
right. So I could care less about world building. Give me the plot, give me the banter, give me all of
Uh-huh.
that. Yeah.
You said
But
that you read Fourth Wing and you liked it.
I read Fourth Wing, I read Iron Flame. I hated Iron Flame. And Onyx Storm, I have an issue about.
Okay.
I love the story of Onyx Storm because they're no longer inside the war college. They're now exploring outside and
Mhm,
going to
mhm,
these different places. Iron Flame was more of a Zayden versus Violet in Iron Flame.
mhm.
Their whole back and forth, their whole arguments and everything. I know if I wanted to watch someone argue, I'll watch Love Island.
I love that you brought up Love Island because I also love Love Island.
It's like a car crash. You just can't look away.
It's so
Like I haven't
true.
sat down and watched like a whole episode. I've seen like bits and pieces,
Uh-huh.
like people putting it on live and watching it. Um, and you can't really look away. Like
Yeah.
that and Mormon Wives. I
Okay.
hate everybody in that show.
That's so funny.
But
Um,
going back to books.
sure.
So your thing is romantasy, fantasy. Um, and you said how long have you been started reading again? About 2 years?
Yeah, about 2 years.
Yeah. And how recently did you get on BookTok?
Let's see. I believe I started my account October of last year.
Mm-hmm.
So a little under a year.
Been under a year. And you got all these people
I
sharing books and
It's
you
wonderful.
and all over the country too. Like it's
I
not
know.
just you don't have that small space. Like I don't
Exactly.
have anyone to talk to in my town, or it's
Yeah.
just in your town, it's either one or two people.
Yeah. I actually just did a post this past week about my book friends all over the world. And it was really cool. These people that I genuinely like have connected with and I talk to every day from the UK, from Puerto Rico, from all over the US. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. So, are you reading different genres other than fantasy and romantasy?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So my top three favorite genres are romantasy, thrillers, and then contemporary romance. Um, but I'm open. I'll try anything. I've
Right.
read, I found only found one nonfiction book I like so far. I'm not a big on nonfiction. And I did read one historical fiction book for my book club this year that I liked. I read The Nightingale. Um,
Mhm.
so I definitely am willing to try other things. Those are just the three things that I've really resonated with the most.
So, with thrillers, which books have you read?
Yeah, so I fell hard for Frida McFadden. I
Of
love me some
course,
Frida. I love her.
right,
Yeah, so some of hers that are my favorites are obviously the Housemaid series. That's incredible. I
right.
really liked Ward D and The
Mhm.
Boyfriend. I read most of her discography and I really like her. They're fun for quick little filler reads. Um,
Which one didn't you like?
did I not like?
Yeah, from Frida.
I Okay. So the ones that I rated less than 4, I feel it was more of I was reading too much at one time back to back, and then I had to take a break from her. The Intruder didn't really resonate with me. I didn't love that one as much. I think I still rated it a 3. Um, and then Dear Debbie, I was kind of underwhelmed with. But again,
Yeah,
I just read so many thrillers in a row where I think it was more of less about the book, more of a okay, I need a break kind of thing.
right.
Um, but I also really like Sally Hepworth. She's like my new favorite so far. Um, she has a handful of books I still haven't read, but the ones I have read that I really liked are The Good Sister and oh shoot, what's it called? The Other Wife, I believe. But yeah, those are the Younger Wife. That's what it's called. The Younger Wife.
Yeah.
Those are two by her I like, but I need new thriller recommendations for sure.
Okay, okay. I'm a thriller guy through and through.
Yeah, I
I've read
oh, go ahead, please.
no, I read most of Frida's.
Hmm.
There's just one that I rated it like below the barrel,
Which one?
and that was The Teacher.
Oh, interesting. I liked The Teacher.
No, I can't do. I can't do. Okay, so the story was great. I love the
Uh-huh.
story. I just can't get behind the taboo
That's
as
fair.
a person. Yeah, as a person married to a teacher,
Sure.
and that's happening. I cannot. I
That's
can't.
valid.
I finished a book. I did. I have to. It's Frida. I have to
Yeah,
finish a book, but
that's
I
valid.
it's like
Yeah.
below the coworker. I was annoyed by the coworker, and it's below
Okay.
that.
I think that's one I haven't read yet.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna get
Just
annoyed
skip
by.
that one.
No, you have to read it. You have to read it. You gotta read all of Frida's.
They're
You're
fun.
just gonna get annoyed by how many turtles there is in the book.
Okay. Okay. I'm also a huge indie author supporter. I try to read indie authors every month. And actually, my favorite thriller that I've read this year is by an indie author.
Mhm.
Um, it's called Sinister Innocence, and it's by Kate Hopcraft. It is on Kindle Unlimited. And if you've read the Mind F series, it's kind of like a similar vibe to that. So you got some romance elements. You've got the um, the the female main character is a similar kind of vibe, and it's just a really cool story. And it's going to be 3 books, I believe, and she's released 2 so far, so they're both really good. The second
Okay.
one's called Gentle Ruin. Those I highly recommend.
Gentle Ruin. Okay.
Mhm. And Sinister
All right.
Innocence is the first one.
Sinister Innocence. Okay.
Mhm.
Gentle Ruin and Sinister Innocence.
They're good.
All right. Um, but if you're looking for Rex, the one of the have you read Noelle Ely?
I don't believe so. I think I have some of hers on my TBR though.
Yes, definitely read it.
Okay.
Uh, I would definitely start with Run on Red,
Okay.
and then if you like that, Gray After Dark. Uh, Ask for Andrea.
Oh wait, yes, I read that.
You read that?
Yeah. So in my mind, I don't categorize that as a thriller. I categorize that
Really?
like paranormal. It's a little different, but
Yeah, yeah.
I did like that.
Yeah.
That was my first paranormal that wasn't like fantasy themed. Like I've read
So
like
if you
go
like that, then the September House is a good one too.
Oh, okay. I think that is on my TBR. I'll definitely have to check that out.
Yeah, that's that. Probably the only. I read Ask for Andrea, so that I read 2 paranormals.
Okay.
Um,
Cool.
but yeah.
Yeah.
So after work, we're just hanging around and just wanting to read a book, which is like the first book that you're gonna grab off the shelf.
It changes daily.
Oh, okay.
So with me being such a new reader, I haven't done a reread of a book yet.
Mm-hmm.
So which is kind of I feel like that's kind of unique. A lot of people talk about their books that they reread, but I have so many new books I still want to read that I haven't done a reread yet.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I typically read multiple books at a time because I am a mood reader. So I usually have like a thriller and a romantasy or a thriller and a contemporary romance book that I'm reading at the same time. So, yeah, I typically go for fantasy when I just like feel like escaping reality, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Um Contemporary romance if I just want a cute little rom-com.
Right.
Yeah, and then thrillers just kind of come with the wind when I want to read them.
All right. So what are you currently reading then?
Yeah. Okay. Well, so I just finished Starside by Alex Astor. And you probably haven't read that because you don't care for
No.
fantasy.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm reading Dire. I just finished Direbound,
oh, okay.
and
I
it
haven't
was
read
just
that yet.
it's if you like Fourth Wing, it's
Yeah.
very Fourth Wing esque.
Okay.
Um, it's a one pen name, but it's written by 2 authors.
Oh, okay. I
So
didn't know
it
that.
ebbs and flows. So you'll see that some chapters are like really hard, fast paced, hard hitting.
Uh-huh.
Other chapters are like lulls, like it's just you want to just finish it because you want to get back to
Interesting.
that exciting part. So
Okay.
it is a good read. Just be aware that it ebbs and flows, and sometimes the flow is just stagnant sometimes. But it's a
Yeah.
good read.
Cool. Yeah, Starside was really good. It was more fantasy than romantasy.
Mm,
There are some romance elements to it, but it was heavier on the world building,
mhm,
the overall plot of the
mhm.
storyline. So, but it was really good. Yeah, the joke that goes around with that book is that in this big thick book, let me grab it for reference.
Yeah, yeah, go for it.
So, in this big thick book, it's like if you're talking about enemies to lovers, which is a trope in this book, this is enemies and then this is lovers.
You got to be
So
kidding me, right?
no, it is easily the slowest burn I've ever read.
Oh, and I've almost picked up that book.
It's
I've
so good.
had it.
It's so good. It's so worth it. And I cannot wait for Stormside to come out. But it was a very slow burn. But no, I inhaled this. It was such a good book. I read it in 2 days. So,
Wow. No, fantasy takes me at least maybe, if I'm not doing audio, it takes me maybe a month and a half to finish a
oh,
book if I'm not
oh
doing
no.
audio. If I do an audio, probably takes me like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I do. I like to immersive read. So I like to listen and have a physical copy.
Mhm. Yep. I can't go back. I can't. I tried and there's no way.
But
So,
no, if it takes you that long to read a fantasy, I fear you just don't like fantasy.
I
I think,
try. Like I really like give it my all.
yeah.
And now I've put thrillers in the back burner for right now.
Okay.
Now I'm doing dark romance
Okay.
and fantasy so I could like branch out somewhat.
Yeah.
So I've been all about dark romance at the moment.
Interesting.
Like,
Okay.
have you read any dark romance?
So I've done a few. It's not as much my cup of tea. I prefer a little lighter and fluffier. I don't mind dark romantasy. I like dark romantasy. I fear the thing with dark romance is it gets a little too real for me. And I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I like reading this.
Right.
But
So
I tried one because we read it for book club. We read Hooked. It's the Never After series, if you're familiar with
yeah,
that. Okay.
yep, yep.
And I enjoyed the Peter Pan aspect of it, like the symbolism. I liked the characters. It wasn't too dark. I've been told it's like an entry way dark romance, but yeah, I prefer fluffier.
So since you liked Hook and obviously you watched, the Peter Pan stuff, you know
Yeah.
all about it, right? So here's one, just to go a little step, a little smidge step. Probably not a smidge step, but it's probably a whole step.
I feel like I know what you're going to recommend, and the answer's no.
Which one am I going to
Is
recommend?
it the what's it called? The Lost Boys? Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm not
why
sure
not?
though.
You should. Well,
I
at
like my
least
fluffy
try.
romance.
At least try book one. Look, it
Okay.
is literally maybe. I'll
Oh,
tell you right now.
that's
It
super
is,
small.
yeah, 191 pages.
Yeah. So how dark on the dark scale though? Because
This is probably um Hooked is probably like a 2, maybe a 3.
what?
Um, Hooked.
You think?
What would you rate it in dark?
Yeah, I feel like it was pretty tame. Like the mafia aspects make it dark,
Pretty tame?
but
Okay. All right. So this is a little bit above tame.
I like tame.
A little bit above tame. Like this first book is. It's a little bit above tame, okay?
Mhm,
A little bit. As
mhm.
you progress, I'm on book 2, which is the dark one. It goes up a bit from a little bit to kind of not at all tame, okay? Just, I would say just read the first book.
Okay, we'll see. I'll put a
Right.
pin. I'll put a pin in that one.
put a pin. If you like the first book, then continue on to the second one.
Maybe
If you don't,
I'll try that when you finish Akatar.
no, no. How about this? If you read that book, right? If you read
Mm.
that book, I will read the second book of Avatar.
Hey, you read the second book of Akatar, and then I'll read that book.
Hey, don't tempt me. I will read it just so that you will read the Never King. Okay?
There you go. Make sure to let your coworker know I'm on her side.
Oh, she doesn't need to know that. But so you read Hook, which is like an entryway to dark romance. Have you read Lights Out?
I did. I did. Yeah. And to me, that's more like romantic comedy. Like those books
Yeah.
are funny. Those are
Hmm.
funny. I think where I get a little ick is when there is not consent. I'm I'm just not into that. And that those themes fall into a lot of dark romance. So that's why I just tend to stay off the dark
Yeah,
romance train.
I see. Because
Yeah.
there probably won't be a day that you'll read Haunting Adeline.
Yeah.
Um,
That's a little
yeah,
out of my comfort zone.
there's a lot of
I prefer,
non-consent.
yeah. I like it. I like
But,
my books a little cleaner,
right.
a little
But
fluffier.
but
I
taking out that aspect of the book, just completely ignoring it, because obviously it's a lot of non-consensual stuff in the first one and the second one. If you just focus on the story about him and what he's doing, it is like well written. It's a guy who
oh,
is stopping the, I don't know if you know about it, but it's a guy who is stopping a whole like dark the dark side of human trafficking. So he is stopping all the human trafficking rings
okay.
in within the city.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. It's so heavy
It
and
is
it's too real. And I read to escape real. That's
fair.
there's the pin. That's the that's the summary of why I it's just not my cup of tea. I like to
Well,
read I like to read fantasy books, good versus evil, other worlds, like things to take me out of the mess of this world.
perfect. So the Never King is dark fantasy. It's not in real life. It's based
Sure.
on Peter Pan. It does have some non-consensual stuff. So it doesn't really, that's the only part that's probably tripping you up, that
Hmm.
non-consensual stuff. But it is a darker version of Peter Pan.
Okay. We'll put that on the TBR for when you finish book two.
That I will text you and say I
Get on
finished
it.
book two.
um, do you read any contemporary romance?
No, I don't really. No, I can't. It's all right. Don't get me wrong. Everybody has their own contemporary thing. It's not for me. If I'm more of a so my wife doesn't read any of my books
Okay,
because they're insane. All the
sure.
thriller books she won't touch.
Okay, what kind of
Uh,
books she read?
she likes smutty books.
Hmm.
Anything by Emily Rath, Tate James, Sadie Kincaid, Sarah Kate, all that stuff.
Okay, does she do any contemporary, like lighter stuff?
She, she does. She does some who's that other Kennedy? I can't
Elle
remember her first
Kennedy.
name.
Elle
She does
Kennedy.
some Al Kennedy. She
Yes.
does some of that stuff.
Yeah,
She
Elle
did
Kennedy. I love.
she read like almost all of the off campus series.
Okay, so I'm reading.
Um,
I've read the first three, and I really
oh,
enjoy it. I had to take a break after I binged the first three, and then I was like, okay, too much contemporary romance. But You should ask her if she's ever read anything by Emily Henry. Those are my favorite.
Emily Henry.
Hmm.
Why does she sound familiar?
So she has like 6 romance books. She is probably, you might have heard of People We Meet on Vacation. It was just made into a movie on Netflix this past year.
Oh, okay,
Maybe
yeah,
that's what
yeah.
you've heard of.
Oh,
But yeah,
yeah,
so
the movie. Like she's in the airport, like singing out loud, and she bumps into this guy.
uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's based on one of her books.
Oh, okay.
And all of her books are in the works of getting movie adaptations. So
I think she did read that one. Oh, I'll definitely check with her.
yeah. Yeah, they're all good. I rated all of them above 4 stars. So I'm a big Emily Henry fan.
All right.
Yeah.
Which other contemporary books would you recommend to someone who hasn't read one?
Sure. Yeah. So you stole my first one. So I was going to say the Off Campus series, anything by
Yeah.
Elle Kennedy, anything by Emily Henry. Those are my 2 favorites for sure. Tessa Bailey is good. There's a
Yep. She loves.
duology. Oh yeah.
Yeah, she loves Tessa Bailey.
Yeah, the duology Secretly Yours and Unfortunately Yours, those are my favorite by her.
Mhm.
So yeah, those
She
are
she
probably my
also
3.
she also reads romance books where the person is has a disability, has an
Oh yeah.
impairment. So there's ones that a person has a cochlear on. There's
Yeah.
others that has a prosthetic.
Yeah. I love that.
And she loves sports books. Anything sport related, she's like all over it.
That's fun. Off Campus was my first sports romance.
We started watching, well, she's finished watching. I just watched one episode, the whole heated rivalry stuff.
Yeah, I haven't gotten into that.
No. I
Uh-uh.
mean, I told her, hey, there's the books. Like, I already watched the show. I'm not going to pick it up. I'm like, all right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but I would say I've read the most romantasy and probably then thrillers and then contemporary romance. That's a newer thing for me. My
so,
sister got me into the Emily Henry and those books.
oh, good.
Yeah.
So, is there any other type of genre that you want to dabble into that you haven't started?
Hmm. I would say, trying to think. I maybe horror. Maybe something a little more, bloody than what the thrillers I read. I feel like the thrillers I read are a little more like psychological thrillers typically. So I would be open to trying some more like horror type of books, especially
Mhm.
with October coming up, spooky season. Um, but like I said, I'm not big on historical fiction.
Mhm.
But I did try The Nightingale and I liked that. Um, Yeah, I think what I've realized is a story has to have some element of romance or I get bored.
Right. Fair. Fair.
Yeah, yep.
All right. So, if you want to try some dark romance, not dark romance, geez, I'm still stuck on that. Horror.
Yeah.
If you want to try horror,
Mhm.
there's two books I recommend.
Okay.
Um, one is like a fantasy type horror, and
Oh,
one is
okay.
more of like a crime horror.
Okay,
And they're
I'm
both
ready.
by Stephen King.
Okay.
First one is The Fairy Tale.
All right.
That one focuses on a kid who loses his mother by a drunk driver.
Mm.
Uh, Dad's a drunk. He goes to school, takes care of this old guy. Old guy leaves him his house because he passes away in the dog. And then he finds a tunnel that goes to a different place.
Mm.
So it's a fantasy slash horror.
Okay, that
Uh,
sounds interesting.
yeah. The other one is Holly.
So I have that book.
You have the
I
book,
got it. I haven't read it yet, but I did get it because my name.
right?
So
So
that's funny. How about I read that next?
Yeah,
That sounds like a
I
good
would.
plan. I'll read
So
that next.
that one is a spinoff from the Doctor Mr. Mercedes series. So the Mr. Mercedes series is a three-part book.
Oh, okay.
It also has a TV show on Peacock, Mr. Mercedes.
Oh, cool.
So
Can
it's a
it be
spinoff.
read as a
Yeah,
standalone?
yeah.
Okay.
It'll just mention Mr. Mercedes in a book, but you don't really have to read
Gotcha.
the three. So it follows her. She's a retired detective by now, and people are missing. And she wants to know. She's trying to figure out this one case of a girl who gone missing, and her mother's like frantic to find her.
Okay. That sounds right up my
So
alley.
yeah, so she's trying to look at the case, do her detective work,
Mhm.
and then there's these two old people that are introduced in the book. Um, they are not to be trusted because I
Okay.
don't want to ruin the book.
Okay. I was gonna say I was
Uh,
waiting for the horror aspect. I'm like, this sounds very thriller-esque.
you may want to it just they're not to be trusted.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, I think I'll
um,
I'll read that next. You've sold me.
yeah, it's
I'm
it's from beginning to end. It's like it has some ebbs and flows. With
okay.
Stephen King, you never know. Either you get straight like horror, or you get like something different. He like
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, I haven't read anything by him, and I feel like that is embarrassing, but I need to.
No,
So I'll share it with
I
Holly.
the first one was Fairy Tale, and he has like a whole library of books out.
That's so cool.
Um, Another one is Misery.
Hmm.
So if you haven't watched the movie's like a early '90s movie.
Mm-mm.
Um, if I was his author who gets saved by this fan of his,
Mm.
and she's a psycho, like a psychotic fan.
Okay.
He's wheelchair bound, broke both of his legs and stuff, and in the car crash, and just goes crazy from there. But the book is even unhinged than the movie,
Okay.
so that one might be a good one. You
Very
want to
cool.
try it.
Yeah. Very neat.
Mhm. So, um, do you have littles of your own? If you do, are they into reading?
Yeah, so I am a stepmom.
Oh,
My TikTok handle is actually bonus mom books, bonusmom.books. Because I got married in October and my
congratulations.
thanks. Yeah, my stepson is almost 3 and he is a little gremlin angel baby, who I love with my whole heart. And he does. So, one of my favorite types of videos that I post are I call him story time with Maddox. That's his name. And he likes to come in here and pull books off my bookshelf a little roughly and pretend like he's reading them. So it's funny. There's a video. I'll have to tag you in it. There's a video where he's doing that with the Holly book, and I'm like, "What's it about, buddy?"
Goodness.
And he's like, "You." And I'm like, "Oh, you're so smart." I'm like, "What am I doing?" And he's like, "You're in a creepy house." I'm like, "Oh no." I was like, "This sounds
Uh,
scary." But he said, "Yeah, I don't like this one." And put it away.
Smart man. Okay. He got the creepy house right. So,
Yes. No, but it's
oh my
fun
goodness.
because he does not hold nothing holds his attention very long, but he does like reading. Um,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, so I'll whenever myself or his Gigi reads him a book, he sits and listens and he does love books. So I feel like he's going to be a little reader with me.
There you go. Just get him his first book when he starts reading.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So, how fast do you have when you're reading, when you do an audiobook? How fast is your speed? Do you start at a 1? Do you go all the way up to like a 3, or what's your
I'm typically a 1.75.
okay.
Hmm.
Have
Anything less
you?
than that is excruciatingly slow.
Okay. So I've started at 1.5.
Okay.
That's
My
what fantasy. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, my thing is I read so fast, and a lot of times when I'm listening, I do immersive reading. So if I put it on slower than that, I will catch myself reading ahead, and I'm like, this isn't working. So I'm faster than the audiobooks.
I've started at 1.5. When it comes to fantasy, I'm at 2.7.
You're just trying to get through it. You don't like fantasy.
I, but hold on, but once you go up that speed, your brain adjusts to the
Ugh,
voice. So for some reason, I'm absorbing more when it's faster than when
so
it's at
funny.
1.5. For thrillers, I have to do it at 1.5 because I want to actually listen to the book.
I struggle with mental health, and I have anxiety, and I also struggle with some ADHD. So for me, if I put it on that fast, I end up like a lot of times I will get distracted, and then I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'm listening to a book." And I'm like, how did I just blank out during this whole chapter?" So
Right.
1.75 is like the perfect speed. So if I zone out or if I get distracted by something, I'm like, oh, wait. And I can just rewind a little and then I'm good.
Mm. Uh, yeah. My wife tells me it sounds like a robot. I'm like, I understand it. I mean, I can't, I
Some of
can't
these,
go, and it depends on the
I was going to
narrator
say,
too.
some of these narrators are so breathy and slow. I'm like, get to the point. What are we doing?
I was perfect example, right? I was so like gung ho of like getting the house across the lake by Riley Sager, right?
Okay.
I was like, I got the book. Great. I'm gonna get the audiobook. It's gonna be fantastic, right? Listen to the audiobook. I'm like, this is complete garbage.
Oh, no.
I didn't even finish the book. I luckily I got it through Libby. So I returned the audiobook.
Uh-huh.
I took my book, I went to the used bookstore, sold it, and bought another book. I really wanted to like the book like so much, and I can't. I
Mhm.
couldn't. Mm.
I understand that feeling. There'll be a popular book on BookTok, and I get it and try, and I'm like, what am I missing?
Right?
Why is this so popular?
Hmm.
And then I'm like, and then you go through the battle of do I DNF or do I push through? And when you push through, it just feels like homework.
I just DNF. Like, no, I'll
You throw it under your
or
bed and you let it
e-
collect dust.
exactly, exactly. But this time I DNF'd it and sold it.
There you go.
Um, you read the Boys of Tommen?
I have not. No, I
Okay.
haven't yet.
Are you
That's
looking forward to reading?
It's on my TBR. I don't know. Some of the stuff that I've seen, I fear it might just be a little too like sad for me.
It
I
is. It's a lot of trauma bonding.
Yeah, see, I just don't enjoy reading a book to be sad. We've established this. I like to
Right.
escape sad things, escape dark things of the world by reading. So I typically like a little fluffier reads. I say that, but then I read thrillers, but
It's still kind of fluffy,
yeah,
kind of.
typically I feel like the thrillers that I read, good wins in the end. And that's what I think I like.
All right. So, Boys of Time I DNF'd the first book after 13
Okay.
chapters. I really pushed to 13. And
Yeah.
I just, my one, I don't know if you follow her, Lexine. She's like big on Boys of Time, and that's like her thing. Like
Is that who you've recorded with recently? Because I think I saw that post.
that one's Lex. So she
Oh.
has a podcast with Lexine. So it's Lex squared.
Oh, okay,
She's
cool.
Lex and Lexine. You should definitely give her a
Yeah.
follow.
I'll have to see if I follow her. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Um, her whole thing was Boys of Tom, and she has like different sets. because she collects them. So she has the indie set, the
Yeah.
regular set, the sprayed edge, the tie dye, all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
Um, and I told her like I DNF'd it. I couldn't. She's like, why? I'm like, I can't do the whole high school trauma bonding stuff.
Yeah.
She's like, all right, it's not for everybody. I'm like, yeah, like. So I gave it to my wife. She likes that whole high school drama stuff. Like, no, not for me. Um, but speaking of collecting books, do you collect books with sprayed edges? Are you starting your collection? Do you get different versions of it?
So I have yet to get different versions of anything because money is tight. But I do prefer a sprayed edge when that's an option.
Okay.
I love
Um,
I was gonna say I still have my Star Side book out. I love this one.
yeah, I've almost picked that one up. Like,
Yeah.
I've had it in my hand. I'm like, do I really want to read this?
I'm
Or
gonna
do
go
I
ahead and
not?
save it. I'm gonna tell you you probably won't like it.
I'll probably pick it up and try to read
It's
it.
so good, but it is very heavy. Not so much. It's an easy world building. I feel like so. Like for example, like Fourth Wing. You liked Fourth Wing? I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
Fourth Wing is pretty basic when it comes to the world building. ACOTAR is a little more intense. All of Sarah J. Maas's books are a little more intense with the world building.
Yeah.
Starside, I would compare more so to Fourth Wing. It was a really easy world building. The magic systems are fairly easy to follow. So you might
Mhm.
like it. It is so basically you have the mortals and the immortals, and the mortals can go on this quest to
Mhm.
receive magic and take magic back to their lands because all of the mortal lands are like they're all poor. They're all their lands are like malnourished, and so
Right.
they can compete in this, but it is a deadly competition. So that's the entirety of the book is like the journey that the FMC goes through. um
Right.
so without giving too much away.
Yeah. Fair. Um, so I do like my sprayed edges too. Um, I tried not to get hardcover books, although I'm a hardcover snob. Um, so most of my books are paperback, but if I do get a
Mhm.
hardcover, it's usually with a sprayed edge.
Yeah.
Uh, so Lexine, who collects her books and stuff, I had a Lexine moment, more or less. So this is the first book I got. I got it from Target, and
Okay.
that's the Fury Bound,
Uh-huh.
and I got because spread edge,
Ready?
yeah, and then the inside,
Mhm.
right? So I'm like, great, I got it, fantastic, perfect, great, yeah. So I went from one of my walks in Boston, right, having to go into a bookstore. I had to get the blue one. I don't feel good about it, but I had to.
Sure. I think
So
the only book series I would be tempted to do that would be the ACOTAR books. There are some
yeah,
really pretty editions that I definitely have wanted, but they're so expensive.
and the only reason why I got this, well, blue is my favorite color. I love blue. That's not only the reason. The only reason that I got this one is because this was in it.
That's cool.
And then the back one.
That's cool.
So I'm like, I had to get it. I needed it. Didn't need it. I wanted it.
Have
No,
you have you ever book bedazzled before?
uh, I have not. And I probably won't because I have no patience just sitting there bedazzling books.
So I love it. It's super calming. It's been a really good thing for me to help with my anxiety. Like
Yeah.
it makes me focus on a task. It really settles my nervous system.
Mhm.
Um, but it does take forever. So I'll show you this one.
That is beautiful.
Thank you. I covered the entire cover and the spine, and this took a total of 28 hours.
Oh, geez. Oh,
But but yeah, shout out to Danielle Marsuti. This book is an indie author book and it comes out. I got an advanced reader copy. That's actually why I chose this book to bedazzle because it had that
yeah,
not for sale thing on it.
yeah.
So I was like, oh, let's choose that one and cover it up and make it pretty. But it comes out July 10th, I believe. But
Okay.
this was a romantasy. It had similar Fourth Wing vibes, except the dragons in this are evil. But
Okay.
yeah, so it was like a little bit of Fourth Wing, a little bit of Hunger Games, a little bit of Zodiac Academy, like a bunch of different good vibes. It was a really good read.
Awesome.
But yeah, I love
Yeah.
bedazzling.
Like, if I'm hyper fixating on something, it's
Mhm.
Legos. Any
Okay, yeah.
Legos, and I'll sit there for hours on end building
Yeah.
stuff.
So you can do it. You can do
Oh no,
bedazzling.
no, I would immediately get pissed off if I mess up on something. Just be like, damn, I got the wrong one. Now I can't take it off because it's already glued
I
onto the thing
will.
and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but oh no, in my mid to late 20s, um, me and my cousin would literally go to either Walmart or Target, buy one of those big Lego sets that cost between 80 to $100,
Yeah.
right? Because both of us could work on it on the same time.
Mhm.
We go from Target, and it was in the mall strip, so we go from Target past the mall. Next to the mall was a Total Wines. We get our drinks, go back home, and start building while we drink it, right?
It sounds
Now
amazing.
it's like, do we finish the building or do we finish the bottle?
Right?
100% of the time, we finish the bottle first before we finish the Legos. And
That's
then
valid.
we
It probably
just,
got a lot harder.
oh no,
Oh,
it was like fixating on just building Legos.
I love it.
So by the time we're done for the night, it's like, uh, it was so bad. It was bad because of drinking. It was good because we got sit down, watch TV, and build Legos, and
That's so
it
fun.
was every Saturday night. We'd start at 9 and we'll end at 3 o'clock in the morning. Go to sleep, wake up at 7, go do what we need to do the next day. Then we'll just save until the next weekend so we can
Wow.
finish building. But first, we have to go buy our drinks and do the whole thing over
I
again.
love it. That's so fun.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, so quick fire questions.
Okay.
Um, so what do you need while reading a book?
Oh. Typically, so I'm a big ice cruncher. I
Mm,
like eating ice. So I'll get a nice, good cup of nugget ice and my seltzer waters. That's my go-to.
okay.
Mhm.
Um, where do you like to read your books?
So I have this lovely boneless couch.
Uh,
Uh-huh.
how comfortable is that?
It's like I'm sleeping on a stuffed animal. It's incredible.
Really?
10 out of 10 recommend. They're so cozy. So I'll alternate if it's like this or the bed. I'm a bed reader too.
Okay.
And then when I'm
Uh,
reading, I'm audiobooking.
okay. Do you prefer physical or your Kindle?
I love them all. I truly do. I will say this. When I'm in bed, I prefer my Kindle. And when I'm on my couch, I prefer my physical books.
Okay.
I I think I just like the aesthetic of the Kindle and like not having to use a book light when I'm in bed.
Mm,
I read a lot faster on my Kindle, but there's something about holding a physical book that just
yeah,
it
right.
turns me.
Okay. And final question.
Mhm.
Fun question. Um, I know how I feel about this, but I like to know what people think. Do you or do you not crack your book spines?
I do.
You do.
I do. I do. If I get a paperback to read and to read. So typically my hardcover books are more of my like trophies and those I don't damage. But my paperbacks I am rough on. I'm a cracker, I'm a flipper. I'm gonna I know. I know. I'm gonna trigger some people. But
My
yeah,
heart
no.
hurts right now.
I
I
I'm a I'm a reader like this. This is
oh
how I like to
no.
read my paperbacks.
No.
Yeah.
So how many cracks are in that spine right now?
Um, hmm, 4?
Four. All right. I've come to the conclusion that books are well loved. Okay.
Yes, that's
I
exactly. I'm like, all my paperbacks, you can tell if I've read them or not based on how well loved they are. But
do you like immediately crack them or do you just like,
I would say I don't intentionally crack them. I just
yeah,
don't care enough to not crack them. When I read my paperbacks, I need to hold them like this. This is my
that
go-to.
hurts a lot. Not just seeing that, just like it makes my
I will
skin crawl.
I will also say though that the majority of paperbacks I get
Hmm.
used. So
Okay, that's
that
fair.
plays a role in it too. So like I feel like my ones I get brand new, I might be a little less harsh on.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then like my thicker paperback books, I tend to not be so harsh on. But yeah, no, I think the thickness is because I can't flip it like that. Not so much that I'm
Right.
trying to protect it. I just like holding it flipped like that.
Fair. Do you annotate or no? See any of
No,
that? No.
no, I am too ADHD for that. It is too organized. I'm a vibe reader.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to pinpoint quotes and things like that.
Okay. Fair.
Are you?
No. And I don't it's way too much work.
Yeah,
Too-
I've only ever annotated one book and it looks cool. I'm like, yeah, I annotated that. And then I attempted to annotate Alchemized, and that's where I was like, nope, I'm done.
No. It's way too much work. There are people like dedicated and have
Oh,
all
I
those
know.
tabs and stuff. I'm like,
I
I can't
know. No.
do it.
I truly don't get it, but maybe that's also me because I'm not much of a rereader.
Hmm.
Like maybe people enjoy that reread and they can go back and look through their notes and stuff. But
Hmm.
no, it's not for me.
Okay.
I'm here for the vibes.
Definitely. So I want to thank you for coming on here and talking about your
Yeah.
passion with books and stuff. So for people to follow you, where they could find you.
Yeah. So I am bonusmom.books on TikTok and Instagram. I'd love to connect with you guys on there. And then I'm also on Goodreads. I do have a Linktree profile in my bio on both Instagram and TikTok that they can find my links on. But yeah, bonusmom.books.
Bonusmom.books. Definitely give her a follow.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you for being here. It was fun.
It was a blast. Thank you so much.